high schoolers will now be required to take a personal finance course before they graduate.
This new requirement was signed into law in May and applies to students graduating after the 2027-2028 school year. Your reporter Kirsten Susel has more.
Only about 25% of Colorado school districts required a finance course to graduate when this law was passed. But Denver Public Schools made it a district requirement a few years ago. They began the implementation process back in 2022 and are now giving us a look into what all Colorado students will soon be learning.
Could you possibly take that $1,000 today, invest it, get some interest built up?
These are the types of questions students at Thomas Jefferson High School are thinking about.
We get into the things that everybody uses, the checking accounts, the savings accounts, interest rates, credit cards, credit scores, insurance and taxes.
All things most adults wish they had learned when they were in school.
It's almost an adulting 101 class as well. It sounds like you are a little bit informed about what happens with a credit card.
The first week of classes, students were discussing topics such as how do you think credit cards can be harmful if not used responsibly? And would you charge your friend interest if they asked you to borrow money?
The old knowledge is power kind of thing really helps kids kind of try to navigate this really kind of stressful time.
And it was former DPS students who helped make these courses a district requirement and eventually a state law.
It was our DPS alumni group, Ednium, that was advocating that they did not get this as part of their time in DPS, and they wanted future groups of students to have it.
It's also a sign of a shift in the way public schools create curriculum.
It's a lot more student-centered in the best way possible. As we were developing what this course was going to look like, our teams looked and listened, they went into classrooms, they listened to students, and they got their feedback on what was engaging them, what did they find really important.
We got personal finance questions for everybody.
Other Colorado school districts can now look to DPS as a model for this curriculum, and they'll have to do it pretty quickly as the financial course requirement begins with the class of 2028. In Denver, Kirsten Susel covering Colorado First.